Linguistic relativity is important in helping us understand how language can influence the way we perceive the world. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, also known as the linguistic relativity hypothesis, proposed by Benjamin Lee Whorf, states that language determines, or at least influences, thought. There are two forms of this hypothesis, the strong form and the weak form. The strong form states that language determines thought, and the weak form states that language merely influences thought. Whorf's research showed that people who speak different languages were cognitively different. He came to this conclusion by studying the Intuit language and vocabulary. Whorf saw that the Intuit people had many words for snow, and he believed that they had so many words because they were very close to the snow. The linguistic relativity hypothesis is widely debunked today because Whorf's claims were founded on his beliefs about the Intuit language rather than real factual evidence. Linguists challenged this hypothesis by stating that evolution and the brain determine language, not the other way around. However, modern linguists and psychologists are making this concept popular again because they accept the weak form of the hypothesis, that language influences thought. One popular cognitive scientist, Lera Boroditsky, introduced new theories on linguistic relativity and supported them with evidence. Boroditsky stated that the structure of language is extremely important in influencing how we think. She found differences in the cognitive abilities across languages by studying the Ku-Taor people. Boroditsky found that this group orients everything in terms of cardinal directions. For example, English speakers say left or right, and the direction of time changes based on how they are standing. The Ku-Taor people use east and west and do not orient themselves based on how they are standing. Their concept of time remains locked on the landscape and cardinal directions. Furthermore, Boroditsky states that color words, number words, and grammatical gender all play an important role in thought. She states that the diversity of language allows us to create thousands of unique cognitive universes. She argued that while language does not actually determine our thoughts, it does have a significant effect on how we perceive and think about the world. Boroditsky's theories have created a path for other linguists and psychologists to further study language and its effects on thought. Scientists Meyer and Raman built on her concept of Russian blues, which is the phenomenon that Russian-speaking people have two words for the word blue, and how this can influence thought through an attentional blink. They found that Russian blues help stimulate interconscious awareness, further supporting that language influences thought. While the linguistic relativity hypothesis has been found to be largely untrue and continues to be argued today, many linguists and cognitive scientists argue that this hypothesis is at least partially true and has some merit. There seems to be some disagreement about the definitions of the theory, which has likely contributed to the ongoing debate. Further research needs to be done in order to fully determine if language has a direct influence on our thoughts.